Friends, salutations, welcome, gratitudes, greetings, congratulations, submissions that led this chain of listening to satsangs to liberate ourselves from all the chains of bondage. May we not give up, we get chained to these satsangs by our sankalpa efforts and also by the grace of the God and the Gurus. Welcome, prayers to the divinity, the 13 Vyaktitvas of Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi. Let us be mindful of also the Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Vashagnata. And let us salute with all gratitudes and prayers to Parabrahma Tattva. Let us salute with all gratitudes and prayers to the Ishvara Tattva. Let us salute with all gratitude and prayers to our Adiparashakti Mata. Let us salute and express our gratitudes and prayers to the entire Devata Samuha and the Guru Parampara Guru Samuha, and our pranam salutation to the Shruti Mata available to us in the highest form of Shruti, the Upanishads too, easily accessible form of the rasanas of the Mahatmas in our own understandable languages of mother tongue, etc. In all those bhashas, the Shruti Mata alone is there. Great Shastra, Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, second one, 13th Sarga we just started yesterday. Name of that is Shama Nirupanam. So, Mokshadvare Dwarapalaha Chatvaraha Samprakirtitaha Shamo Vichara Santoshaha Chaturtaha Sadhu Sangamaha. So, these are the four Dwarapalas near the entrance of the moksha. So, get permission from them, that means practice them, the moksha will come. In the earlier Sarga Vaisa, Vaashishtha ji is saying, all the four of them, or three of them, or two of them, or at least one of them. Especially one word he used, pranan styaktva, even if it costs our own life, means the most dearest things in our life. Gain one of them, shamaha, vicharaha, santoshaha, sadhu, briefly explained in the second half. In the first half, these four sadhanas are for what purpose? Moksha. Moksha is gained by what? The Tattva Jnana. Therefore, the Tattva Mahatmya Varnana, which was the topic explained in the earlier 12th Sarga, is continued for half of the portion of this particular Sarga. Naturally, in this Sarga, having explained the Tattva Mahatmya, to obtain that Tattva, the four important sadhanas, one of them Shama, that is dealt in this Sarga, then Vicharaha, next one, Santosha, uske baad wala, then the fourth one will be Sadhu Sangamaha. So let us try to grasp maximum from these studies and see how we can implement these sadhanas in our life consciously and grow in our spiritual stature evolution. Let us do our everyday prayer sankalpa. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavadu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Om Sharushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओमापदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मय उक्त साध्य साधनानुभव ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत् परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयविलासिनां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासूनां श्रोतॄणाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागानां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर समस्त शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वेश सम्यग् रूपेण समग्र रूपेण अस्मात् क्षणात् आरभ्य शाश्वतरूपेण वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः सम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां श्रोतॄणां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मभक्ति भगवद्भक्ति गुरुभक्ति देवताभक्ति शास्त्रभक्ति सत्संगभक्ति साधनाभक्ति सेवाभक्ति मातापितृभक्ति देशभक्ति धर्मभक्ति सनातन धर्मभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीयोग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणम शम निरूपणम नाम त्रयोदश सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच. Friends, we have started yesterday the Trayodasha Sarga. In that, the beginning only, the Jnani's Mahima or the Tattva Jnana's glory, in continuation of what was said in the earlier Sarga, is being continued. Though we saw 1, 2, 3, uh, 4, 5 slokas we have seen, still we just go through them as a connection to establish. Bhagavan says, listen carefully, quickly. Etam drushtim avashtabhya drushtatmanah subuddhayah vicharantiha samsare mahanto abhyudita iva. So, etam drushtim avashtabhya. Drushti, jnana drushti. Having obtained this tattva jnana drushti. Then subuddhayaha, those wise people. Dushta atmanaha, having experienced the atma vastu. Iha samsare, in this world, familiar of names and forms, vicharanti, they just revel, mahantaha abhyudita iva. Though they've got only the Atmanubhuti, no other outer property, prosperity, like any one of us, including the kings, yet they revel, they rejoice. More than that of a king, Samrat and Sarvabhauma. That is the joy of those Drishtatmana. For the Dushtatma, they have to be Subuddhi. And for that, they should have this Etam Drushti, the Jnana Drushti, as was said in the entire earlier beautiful Sarga. So they will be more joyful than a Samrat, the one who has got the Atma Drushti or Atma Anubhuti, Paramatma Anubhuti. So there, and the other people like kings, etc., they will be not permanent. Kingdom can be snatched by anyone. When they become old, they have to resign, or the others only will suggest, आप बुढ़े हो गए आपके बच्चों को दे दो और retire. In Atma Jnana, nobody takes away. It is permanent only. In this way, through these verses or thoughts, the Mahima of the Atma Jnana has to become more and more stronger in our understanding, and we should start seeking that exclusively, feel that sense of urgency to obtain it, and know all the means to achieve it through the Guru Upadesha Guru Seva. Keep on walking on that path and make our lives beautiful, as was seen in this and other texts earlier also. There's another way by there's no other way than this by which we gain the complete रिलैक्सेशन आर द सोलेस. इसका अर्थ यही है यहाँ जो बताया, महानतः अभ्युत्था इव यह संसारे विचरन्ति. They revel in this samsara world, not touched, disturbed by anything that's happening in this samsara. And the continuation of the gunas of that jnani is na shochanti na vanchanti na yachante shubha shubham sarvameva cha kurvanti na kurvanti ha kinchana. Na shochanti. All their shokas have gone once for all. Na vanchanti. They have no desire. It is both ways. When the shoka is there, to get out of that shoka, of something we have the vancha. Or when we have a vancha for something, we have a shoka till that vancha is fulfilled. Vancha is desire. So these jnanis have got the Brahma Ananda Atma. Therefore, there is no shoka in them. And that Ananda being Ananta, there is no vancha for anything else. Na shochanti na vanchanti. Therefore, na yachante. They don't become a beggars of Shubha Ashubha. Shubha Ashubha in our language, at the Upadhi level, something convenient, something joyful. Ashubha is inconvenience. Or at the world level, Shubha Ashubha. They are beyond Upadhi, beyond the outer world. They are in the Atmanubhuti. Therefore, the Shubha Ashubha sankalpas never come in their mind. ये मिलने से शुभ होगा, वो अशुभ है, वो मेरे को नहीं चाहिए, ऐसा दे आर नो मोर इन दैट स्टेट. न याचनते शुभा शुभ मीन्स शुभ का याचना नहीं करते, और अशुभ मेरे से दूर चला जाए ये भी वांछा नहीं करते. Because the concept of Shubha Shubha is only in the Dvaita Jagat. In the Advaita Anubhuti, the Dvaita itself is not there. Then how can there be Shubha Ashubha concept? Then how can there be Yachana in him about them? So Nashochanti, Navanchanti, Nayachanti Shubhashubham. Then Sarvameva cha kurvanti. Again, as regard the Vyavahara is concerned, they will be doing everything that is to be done at the Upadhi level. But still, because there is no Karta, there is no Phalapeksha, therefore that doing is not doing, therefore na kurvanti cha. Or Sarvameva kurvanti is at the Vyavahara level what is to be done that they will do, na kurvanti, all that is prohibited, they will not do. Their life will be naturally as said in the Shastras of what to do. That alone they do. What not to do, that will not be done. So in this way, that Jnani's Mahima is being explained here to inspire to us that let us seek that eternal self or the truth. Beautiful. May it take time of many lives. May it take lot of sacrifices. May it take lot of sadhana. It's okay. Second, पहले तो उसका महिमा तो जानो, उसको पाने की इच्छा तो दृढ़ बनाओ, फिर लगे रहो करते जाना. And anything else comes in front of us, tempting us to have as a goal, under the strength of this knowledge, we should reject all of them to be the goals. यही मेरा लक्ष्य है. आने दो जाने दो. Wonderful, you know. This is what is to be gained as a result of Shastra Adhyanam. We are trying for that only every day कि शुभेच्छा को बढ़ाओ, परमात्मा को पाने वाला दृढ़ करो, और इतना दृढ़ हो जाए कि परमात्मा के अलावा और कुछ भी फ्रीली भी दिया जाए, हमें वो नहीं चाहिए. That type of great sthiti. Done. Now in the third mantra, Swachhameva avatiштhanti Swachham kurvanti yanti heyopadayata paksha rahitaha swatmanistitaha sarvameva avatiштhanti. Swachhameva avatiштhanti. They stay in that Swachha Atmavastu. Then Swachham kurvanti. Whatever they do is Swachha, Subha only. Swachham yanti. As a result of doing good, they get good result only. Then in their life, Heya upadayata paksha rahitaha. There is no the pakshapata regarding somebody is Heya or somebody is upadaya. Some vastu is Heya, some is upadaya. Heya to be given up, upadaya to be obtained. Heya upadaya paksha rahitaha. So that means what? They are beyond हेय उपादेय द्वंद्व. हेय उपादेय मतलब छोड़ना पकड़ना, द्वंद्व. Like sukha upadeya, dukkha heya. Labha upadeya, hani is heya. Shatru is heya and mitra is upadeya. Jaya is upadeya. Parajaya is heya. In this way we have dvandva among those two. One is upadeya and another is heya. Isn't it? He is beyond all of them. Because these heya upadaya are to the jiva, either for his bhoga or for his sadhana, because of his upadhis in the world of multiplicity or duality. Now, the last word said here is so Atmanistitaha, they are established in Shuddha Atman, which is one without second. When there are no two things, then how can there be two opposite nature? Only when there are two and both are of opposite nature, one which is convenient to us, conducive to us, towards that we have the Upadeya Buddhi. That which is non-conducive, towards that we have the Heya Buddhi. आत्मानुभव, आत्मा भी न हेय है, उसको आप छोड़ नहीं सकते, छोड़कर कहाँ जाओगे. न उपादेय है, यू कांट ऑब्टेन इट बिकॉज यू आर ऑलरेडी दैट. हेयोपादेय आत्मा में रहने के कारण, उस आत्मा के अलावा और कुछ दूसरा होने के नहीं होने के कारण उनके बुद्धि में यदि है उपादेय पक्षपात नहीं रहता. सो एक्चुअली इट इज सीइंग एवरीथिंग एज द सेल्फ ओनली. We have quoted yesterday the Ishavasya Upanishad, Katha Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, which are the references for these shlokas, authorities for these shlokas, these thoughts, these themes. Now you see, for us something is heya and something is upadeya. That which is heya, which we want to give up, that doesn't go away from us. Something is upadeya to us and that doesn't come to us. How many years in our life we suffered about people, for example, Upadeya. We want them to be with us, we love them, but they never yield to us, they never understand us. They always kicked us only. And some people, Heya, we didn't want them in our life, but they never left us. They gave lots of difficulties for a long time. The Vastus also were like that. Paristhithis also were like that. Isn't it? Vichitra. All sorts, like बहुत गर्मी है तो हे या गर्मी उपाधेय थोड़ा ठंडा वाला एसी चलाओ, या ये बहुत सर्दी में है, सर्दी है हो गया तो गरम गरम कुछ हीटर होता है, उपादेय है। तो कभी मिलते कभी नहीं मिलते, वो जिंदगी भर दुखी। भोजन के विषय में भी टुवर्ड्स वॉट एवर वी हैव राग उपादेय, बट वो मिलता ही नहीं। और समथिंग वी हैव द द्वेषा टुवर्ड दैट इज हेय, बट दैट अलोन इज गिवन टू अस। In this way, we went on suffering, and the point is, till that Swatmanistata sthiti happens to us, whether it is this life or millions of life. In our mind, the concept of Heya Upadaya will be there, and that never will be fulfilled, leading to dukkha, disappointment. जबकि आत्मदर्शन हो गया, सबका अधिष्ठान एक ही आत्मा है, वो मैं हूं, और ना कोई छोड़ने का है ना कोई पकड़ने का है, सब मैं ही हूं। वाह! These are all the thoughts when repeatedly contemplated, then only the how it looks like when the Atmanubhuti is gained, an idea is obtained by us. Then only its glory we understand compared with the unglorious life of Anatma Tadatmya and Samsara which we are living now. Only after the comparison then we seek that. While seeking it, naturally we stop seeking all these binding things. That's how from the Bandha Sthiti, we are going towards the Mukta Sthiti. Bandha Sthiti say going towards Mukta. All in understanding only basically about the glorious state of being one with the Atman, the Self. Next. आयान्ति न च आयान्ति च न चायान्ति अप्रायान्ति च न यान्ति च कुर्वन्त्यति न कुर्वन्ति न वदन्ति वदन्ति च so आयान्ति च न च आयान्ति, they come they don't come, prayanti cha nayanti cha, they go they don't go, kurvantyati they do lots of things, na kurvanti they don't do, navadanti vadanti cha. These all are in that 18th sloka, 14th chapter of the 4th chapter of Gita, 18 or 19. कर्मण्य कर्मय पश्येद कर्मणि च कर्मयः सबुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु सयुक्तः कृष्ण कर्म कृतु कर्मणि अकर्मयः पश्येद. In the midst of the storm of activities, the one who is doing non-performing, who is seeing the non-performing stable Atma. Then akarmani cha karmayaha. And in the presence of Atman only, all are happening. The one who is able to see both of them. Sabuddhiman manusheshu. He is a most wise, intelligent person. Sayuktaha, he is the one who has got the yukti. Krishna karma krita, he is the one who has done all his actions. हो गया, उनका कोई कर्म का बंधन नहीं है. कर्मणि अकर्म अकर्मणि कर्म. Here also आयांति च, they come but they don't come. प्रयांति, they go but they don't go. So तदेजति तन्नेजति तद्दूरे तद्वान्तके. In Ishavasya, the bhashya of this is very exhaustive, beautiful. Ejuru Kampane, it's the one who does the Kampana from the Sopadika Dushti. Nirupadika Dushti, it is not moving. Tadure, it is Varshashata Varshasatai Dhuram for Akrutatmanaha. But for the Krutatmanaha, Antike Samipe Atma Surupena Tishtati. Like that, the bhashya is there. Na prayanti, nayanti cha. Then kurvanti, he alone does everything because without his presence nothing happens. And is he doing anything? He is not doing. Electricity की तरह best example. Electricity is flowing, कहते हैं हम, वो flow ही नहीं कर रहा. But without its flow, how can the bulbs glow? And it is glowing the bulb. Kurvanti. But it is not doing anything. In its presence only it is happening. Kurvanti na kurvanti. And finally, navadanti vadanti cha. It's a vichitra thing, no? Navadanti by itself it is not speaking. And the speaking organ, mouth, cannot speak without him. Therefore, you can't say the mouth is speaking by itself without the presence of the conscious self. So then, from the Upadhi standpoint, who is speaking? The Paramatma only. Because without him, speech cannot happen. But from the Paramatma standpoint, is he speaking? No. Apply this everywhere. Okay? That means what? When everything is happening, he is the doer. As a doer, he should get the phala of it doing. Karta ko karma phal mila jaye. At that time, he is not the doer. Therefore, happening without anything happening. Therefore, the joy of happening is there without any loss of that happening. Later on, the suffering. ये विचित्र स्थिति है आत्मानुभव का. These great realized saints are like that. And then this beautiful shloka is ye kechana samarambha yascha kaschana drushtayah heyopadeyatastastaha kshiyante digate pade pade adigate. That ultimate pada when it is obtained. Kshiyante. All these things destroyed. What are they? Ekechana samarambha. All the initiatives means karma, which definitely lead to karma phala, for which we have to go to the janma marana. They all end adhigate pade when the Paramatma Anubhuti gained. Second is yashcha kashana drushtaya. The wrong dvaita drishtis of the Jagat being real, then Jagat being permanent, and Jagat being the giver of Sukha. Therefore, I should have the Jagat ki prati, the Raga, Apeksha, Kamana, they are all called as Drishtis. Because of Drishti, these Drishtis only, that Jagat is Satya, Jagat is Nitya, Jagat has got Sukha, so I must desire Jagat. Because of all these Drishtis, only the Samarambha, the initiative of action happens. But in the Anubhuti of the Atman, he being one without second, there is nothing only towards which we give reality, which we feel that necessary, that we get to desire for it, and we do something. ये सारा ड्रामा निकल जाता. Yascha kascha krudushtaya. And then in that kudrushti, when we are seeing the world as real, in that world as just now is the things appear to have two types. One are heya, another is upadeya. So heya upadeya taha taha taha. So when you look at this world may kuch appear to be heya, other appear to be upadeya. Toward the heya, we have the dvesha drushti. Toward the upadeya, raga drushti. So whichever towards we have raga, toward that we try to run. That's called samarambha. And whichever we have dvesha, we also run but away from it. That also samarambha. Therefore, heyopadeya concept gone away, and something I have to gain or I have to leave. That drushti gone away. Therefore, all samarambha efforts are gone away. When the initiatives efforts go away, kartrutva karma nahi hai, how can there be karma phala binding us? A very sublime moksha sthiti it is. दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव टू सीक. आत्मानुभव लोग कैसे रहते हैं जितना स्पष्टता से यहाँ बता रहे, कम जगह हमको सुनने को मिलता. एंड दिस इज ओनली अ बिगिनिंग. Throughout the Sarga, remaining 29,500 shlokas, we are going to study these things repeatedly. Okay, now we continue. So, Parityakta samasteham mano madhira vrittimat sarvata sukhamabhyeti chandrabimba iva sthidam. So, in that Atmanubhuti, Parityakta samasta iha. All the desire for everything is transcended. Then, even when the upadhi of the mind is used, manaha madhura vrittimat. It is always in the Atma Ananda Anubhava. Therefore, sarvata sukham abhyeti. Such being in all places, times and situations, conditions, he experiences sukha only. Chandra bimba iva sthitam. Like in moonlight, everybody is happy, or In the Chandra Loka, all the jivas are given the great happiness there before they are sent on to different lokas according to their subsequent prarabdhas. पुण्य पाप फल भोगने के लिए they go to स्वर्ग नरक. After that quota is over, when they have to be sent on to again various yonis, they will first go to the Chandramandalam. There in Chandramandala, they are all given comforts only. In that way, चंद्रमंडल स्थित जीव के रूप में समान these people are सर्वतः सुखम अभ्येति. परित्यक्त समस्ताइह मनो मधुर वृत्तिमत सर्वतः सुखम अभ्येति. So all those shlokas of Atmanam Chet Vijaniyat Ahamasmid Purusha Kimichan Kasya Kamaya, all those things. And we have seen it in this context at least 7-8 times while studying different Upanishads, that it is the kamana for the samsara that we are bound. And we cannot be without kamana because we are in the feeling of sense of incompleteness. How to sort out the riddle? Have that kamana, but have that kamana for the Paramatma, not the Laukika Vastus. So, replace the Loka Kamana with the Atma Kamana. This is called as Atma Kami. Then Atma Prapti kaisa hoga Atma Kami ko? When you pursue the Atma Vastu as per guidance of Guru and Shastra. When the Atma Kamana happens, so Atma Kama ka fulfillment ho gaya, it is called as Apta Kamitva. Apta means obtained. Kama means the desire. So the desire of the self when fulfilled by the obtaining of the self. The beautiful thing is what? Sarva Kama Aptimatvam is experienced. That all kamanas, for whatever they are desired, only for the bliss infinite, that is experienced here. Therefore, he becomes akami, nishkami. Reverse of it is what? When we are not having Atma Kama and the Apta Kamata of that, we have the Kamana of the Loka. Loka Vastus being first of all asatya, second being mithya, third being continuously changing. Therefore, you will never be Aptakami in the world. That means always there will be Kamanas. And then the first thing a Kamana when it comes does it, it gives us dukkha. How long? Till that Kamana is fulfilled. And after fulfilling Kamana, it's only question of few seconds before the next Kamana comes again to give us dukkha. This logic, this thing, we have to catch it. Therefore, लोक कामना से आत्म कामना में आ जाओ, आत्म कामना में आप्त काम हो जाओ और उसमें में सर्व कामना की आप्ति होती है, then there is no kamana anymore remaining. That is what he says. परित्यक्त समस्त इहा. Iha means kamana and cheshta. Mano madhura vrittimat. He is always in that ananda. He is antakarana, which is soaked always in the Paramatma Anubhuti. सर्वथा सुखम अभ्येति. The meaning of सर्वथा सुखम अभ्येति, यत्र यत्र मनो याति तत्र तत्र समाधयः. सर्वथा सुखम अभ्येति means his sukha is not conditioned by desha kala vastu paristhiti vyakti. Their presence or absence do not disturb him or take away his ananda. That's the meaning of sarvatha sukham abhyeti. Chandra bimba ivasthitam, an example. Right? Now he comes to tell us next thing. As we talked about this topic 4 or 5 times in our general discussions, for that topic or thought, here we got authority directly from the Mukharavinda of the glorious Guru, great Guru Vaashishtha. He says, Api nirmananarambha, api nirmananarambham, apyastakhila kautukam, atmanyeva namatyantaha, indau ivarasayanam. So, api nirmanana arambham, api asta akhila kautukam, atmaniva. na mati antmati antaha indau iva rasayanam. So, indau iva rasayanam, just like in the Chandra, Amrita is there or not, you cannot see when you are away from it. When you are in the Chandra Kanti, that joy of the Chandra Kanti, the Amrita feeling will come to us. So, too, directly we can't see the Amrita in Chandra, but all the Amritatva, the taste, which comes to all consumable goods, come from the Chandrama only. What means what? Simply you can't see it till you experience it or you go into it. In the same way, as long as we are now in the delusory world and worldliness of multiplicity and trying to think that happiness is there only in this, and as long as we have not studied Shastra, as long as we have not touched the self through our own contemplation as guided by the Guru and Shastra, so long we will always be in the doubt about the Ananda Sthiti, Mukta Sthiti in the Paramatma Prapti. That is why the only strength that pushes us in the spiritual path is Shraddha. क्योंकि अनुभव आने से पता चलता, अनुभव के लिए साधना करना है. अब साधना के लिए कुछ प्रेरणा चाहिए. प्रेरणा क्या है? श्रद्धा ही है. कुछ चीजों को वी रन बिहाइंड देम बिकॉज वी हैव द अनुभव ऑफ इट, बट द आत्मा अनुभव हुआ नहीं ना. देन हाउ डू यू गेट टू गो टुवर्ड्स दैट सेल्फ थ्रू साधना? ओनली वन थिंग, दैट्स कॉल्ड एज द ग्रेट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, श्रद्धा. सो ही सेज अपि निर्मनन आरंभम. ओके, अपि अस्त अखिल कौतुकम means that state where manana nirmanana arambha means mind is not doing any sankalpa and not taking any initiative. Second, api asta akhila kautukam, the absence of kutuhala of seeing the world and wanting to experience it. These two things will be experienced atmani eva karke namati. Immediately it is not caught. Means when you experience the self, all surprises go away, all desires go away once for all. This thought immediately is not catchable for those who never tried it, who are always trying for the fulfillment of the outer worldly kamana. Example is Indau Iva Rasayanam. In the Chandrama, Nirantara Rasayana of Amrita is coming, but it is not seeable to our eyes or even our intellectual comprehension. In the same way, in the Atmanubhuti, end of all the Kutuhala, end of all the Manana, end of all the Arambha happens. Kutuhala means seeing the world and getting enchanted. Manana means desiring for that objects of the world. Arambha is doing something to get. These all will once for all end in the Atmanubhuti. This point intellectually does not click. Yet you have to have Shraddha in the Guru and Shastra who are telling this. The shloka, Vidyate Hrudaya Granthi means Avidya Kama Karma Granthi chala gaya. Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha. No doubt remains because you discovered everything as oneself. Kshiyante Jasya Karmani. All the vasanas, all karma prarabdha rahega. Agami Sanchita, all of them will get destroyed away. Tasmin Dushte Parare, when their Paramatma is seen. क्या कह रहे हैं वशिष्ठ जी? मेरे को पता है मैं जो कह रहा हूं, तुमको पूरे पकड़ में नहीं आएगा, फिर भी तुम्हें मेरे बातों में श्रद्धा रखना चाहिए. कौन सी बात? When the Atman is obtained, there is no Jagat other than me. There is no Kutuhala for the seeing of Jagat. There is no Manana, that is a desire. There is no Arambha, the initiative to do something, leading to karma phala of janma marana. ये सब नहीं रहेगा. मैं अपने अनुभव से कह रहा हूँ. अनुभव cannot be transferred. Anubhav gained through sadhana. To do sadhana, you have to have the strength. The strength is gained from the Shraddha only. Strength to continuously do sadhana till Anubhuti comes. Okay. Next one. Na karoti indrajalani nanudhavati vasanam balachapalam utsrujya purvameva virajate. So beautiful. Four things. Nakaroti Indrajalani. Nakaroti Indrajalani means he is not enchanted by the Ishvara's Indrajala Maya of this Jagat. Na Anudhavati Vasana. His Vasanas are gone away. Therefore, Vasana, their prompting in the mana, creating of the desires, he will not run behind them because they won't be there at all. Then Bala Chapalam Utsrujya is no more Chapala Chanchala like the child who looks at anything and gets enchanted, runs for it. Here the example is Indrajala. The children are the ones who are enchanted by that magic shows or any of the other shows. They are Chanchala, हमें जाना है हमें देखना है. तो ये बाल चापलता, this Indrajala Jivana getting enchanted and running behind because of asanas, he will never have. Why? Purvameva virajate. This Purvameva virajate is the text thing. Tomorrow we are going to study exhaustively in the last pada, second line of the last loka, that is of Mandukya Upanishad, second Vaidatya Prakaranam. Purvameva virajate means that self which was eternally there, in the ignorance of which the world was projected, and we were running behind it. The projected world is Indrajala, but never seen as Indrajala, but taken as real. We were running behind it. Even when the Indrajala was there, even when we are running behind it, yet it is unreal. The substratum alone is real. That is the meaning of Purvameva. And that Purva Sthita Atmanubhuti he gains. Thus, he experiences the truth reality, the Atman, the delusion of the Indrajala goes away from him. Therefore, the Indrajala Krita, Vasana Krita, Kamana Krita, Karma Adi, he will not involve in. So, the example of snake and rope, even when we are 100% seeing it as snake only, still it's a rope. But we were jumping, we were shouting when we saw the snake. But when the torch is given to our hand, we focus with it, we'll discover the rope as rope. So, Purvameva Virajate means that which was ever there, the rope, we have realized that. As a consequence of which, the snake gone away. So, the running, jumping, shouting, all of that gone away. सो बताते हैं कभी कभी हम कहते हैं ना मुझे अब पता चल गया मुझे कोई नहीं धोखा दे सकता है या मुझे समझ में आ गया कोई मुझे चीट नहीं कर सकते सो टू द माइंड्स माया एंड भगवान्स माया both of them cannot cheat me anymore because I have seen the reality. Purvameva virajate means the eternally existing self he stays with and revels in. Therefore indrajalani na karoti then vasanam na anudhavati. है ना both ways. Neither the inner vasanas project the Indrajala and create enchantment, nor the Ishvara created Indrajala is taken as real and a vasana, the desire is created to run. ये दोनों नहीं रहते क्योंकि अब पिक्चर पक्का पता चल गया that self alone is real, all are unreal. Like a movie, all the artists who played that movie, all of them are seated when the first show is played. So in them, when you see, none of the things that are happening in the movie are there. Therefore, what happened in the movie is only play, it's not real, no? Like sometimes it happens. In that movie, such a wonderful hero or heroine died. We feel so miserable. And that heroine already died in the next 10 movies, or the hero. Did he die? Never, he's already there. Then what happened? Like a death is only a play. In the same way, Purameva Vatishtha, eternally existing self, when it is realized, there is no Indrajala of the Maya or Avidya in projecting the world, creation of desire and running for it. In this way also, because the Atman is realized, it is infinite. There was no finitude experienced, therefore no desire is created. It's a again inside the created desire, projects the world to be real, Indrajala, and makes us run. जगत को देखकर कामना होता है, कामना के कारण में जगत को हम बनाते हैं या उसकी तरफ जाते हैं. ये दूसरे प्रपोजिशन में देयर इज वासना इनसाइड. वासना इज देयर बिकॉज ऑफ अविद्या. अब अविद्या इज रिमूव्ड बाय आत्मविद्या, आत्म प्राप्ति. आत्म प्राप्ति हो गया, आत्म अविद्या गॉन अवे, वासना इज गॉन अवे, kamana gone away, then the world is not projected. In this way, more deep thinking we do, the Sara will come, essence. All in all, seek this Tattva, seek this Atman, seek this truth, seek this reality. Then he says, बहुत बढ़िया, एवं विदा ही वृत्तयः आत्म तत्व अवलोकनात् लभ्यन्ते न अन्यथा. So this type of being liberated while expressing through the upadhis, evam vidahi vrittayah atma tattva avalokanath, only by the experience of the essential self, labhyante, are obtained na anyatha, by no other way. In the non-experience of the self, all this dreaminess of sankalpa etc. is not taken like that, it is taken as real, we get deluded. Again I am reading for you. Evam vidahi vruttayah atma tattva avalokanath labhyante na anyatha. Evam vidahi vruttaya means this state of being in the moksha, not getting affected by the delusory upadhis or the namarupatmaka jagata, will happen only atma anubhava when gained. Na anyatha. Anyatha, we are only in taking the world as real and suffering the samsara struggles. चलता ही रहेगा, चलता रहेगा. एंड इन दैट संसारा जन्म जरा रोग मृत्यु भयादि. देन योगक्षेम मिलेगा कि नहीं भयादि, शत्रु मित्र भय, एवरीथिंग इज भय ओनली इन दिस जगत. दैट्स व्हाई आत्मानुभूति इज ओनली द निर्भय स्थिति, अभय स्थिति. अभयम प्रतिष्ठाम विन्दते. वचन में एक बात कहा और एक बात, तस्मात् निर्भर विचारेण, by the contemplation, atma eva anveshtavya. The self alone has to be sought and searched. Sought, first seek the eternal self only through vicharana. Tasmad vicharanena atma eva anveshtavya. Then atma eva upasaniya. Then atma eva jnatavya. Yavat jivam. Till the last moment of life, or till the Atman is experienced Purushena, by the human being, na itarat, nothing else. अब इतना क्लियरली ये सेंटेंस जो वशिष्ठ जी कहते हैं ना, बाकी सारे ऋषि मुनि उपनिषदों में इनडायरेक्टली कहते हैं. They mean that only, but in their words there is something hiding. They tell us, you sort out, or you discover what we wanted to say. कुछ कुछ जगह कहते हैं, वो जगह तो परोक्ष रूपेण कहते हैं, यहां प्रत्यक्ष रूपेण. उपनिषद स्टॉक प्रत्यक्ष रूपेण. भागवत डू लाइक द बृहदारण्यक. in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, in that second or fourth adhyaya, in that Maitreyi Brahmanam, this comes. He says, Yajnavalkya ji to his wife Maitreyi, अरे मैत्रेयी आत्मा वा, अरे ज्ञातव्यः, श्रोतव्यो, मंतव्यो, निधिध्यासितव्यः. आत्मा वा, अरे द्रष्टव्यः, श्रोतव्यो, मंतव्यो, निधिध्यासितव्यः. करेक्ट. आत्मा वा, अरे द्रष्टव्यः. Self alone is to be seen. Now here you have to sort out the contradiction with your common sense intelligence. Is when it is said Atman, how can it become the Drishyavastu? What he means by Drishtavya is Anubhoktavya. Atma Varya Anubhav. How? Shrotavya, listen from the Guru. Mantavya, do the manana, nididhyasitavya, meditate on that. Why? Atmani darshanena Shravanena Matya Dhyanena Sarvam Drushtam Anubhoktam Bhavati. In that way he says. Hare Atma Anubhati you have to do. For that Shravana Manana Nidhyasana. Why? Because when Atma Darshana happens, everything's Darshana and obtainment happens. This same thing in the Bhakti Bhasha, in Bhagavatam, शुकदेव जी परीक्षित जी को सूत महामुनि शौनकादि मुनियों को बताते हैं. When सुखदेव जी को परीक्षित पूछते हैं what is to be done by Purusha in general and the Purusha particularly when he approaching the death, when death is approaching. Visheshena Marishyamaanasya. So answer is only this. That is the Bhakti Bhasha. Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi Shrotavyaha Kirtitavyaha Dheyaha Ujyaha Nityada. Tavya pratyay use kiya. Tavya means kartavya, to be done. Shrotavyo Mantavyo Nididhyasitavyaha in Upanishad. Same here also. Here Sarvatma Ishvaro Harihi because the Bhakti Grantha hai. श्रोतव्यो कीर्तितव्यः ध्येयः पूज्यः च नित्यदा. सेम थिंग हियर वशिष्ठ जी सेइंग कि तस्मात् विचारेण आत्मा इव अन्वेष्टव्यः उपासनीयः ज्ञातव्यः यावज्जीवं पुरुषेण न इतरतो. नेवर एवर वेस्ट even a moment of your time, ounce of your energy for pursuing anything else. If at all one ultimate gain we gain through the study of our Shastras and the feet of the Guru is seeking only Paramatma to the exclusion of everything else. Matlab convincing that only Paramatma is to be sought after is only thing to which we have to seek. Seek the eternal, not anything else. Because that alone is reality. Everything is projected on it, and if it is ephemeral. See here, tasmad vicharena. Vicharena means by your own thinking and by listening to the Guru. Atma anveshtavyaha. Realize that there is only one truth, that is Atman. That's called as Atma anveshtavyaha. Now, once you know the only one truth, that is Atman, then upasaniyaha. Now you have to start approaching towards that. The final approach of the Atman is what? Jnatavyaha. Knowing. Knowing what? Knowing that it is to be me. Towards this only, yava jivam purushena, as long as he is experiencing the self, as long as in the upadhi, only that Atma Anubhav Prayakta only he should do, and more important than that is na itaratu, nothing else to be pursued. Any moment, any pursuing other than the Atman proves that we are in delusion, we are in ignorance, and we are in misunderstanding. आत्मा के अलावा कुछ भी पाने का प्रयत्न प्रूफ है कि हम अज्ञान में हैं, मोह में हैं, क्योंकि है एक ही आत्मा वस्तु, उसी को पाना चाहिए. एंड हियर आत्मा इज नॉट एन ऑब्जेक्ट टू बी obtained, it is a self to be known or realized. That is why ज्ञातव्य is the last one. उपासितव्य is श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासन. अन्वेष्टव्य is desire to know the self. Why? Because that alone is reality. Tasmad vicharena, by proper thinking, anveshtavyaha, knowing that self alone is real, obtaining that alone is moksha, upastavyaha, start doing all the Shravana Manadi sadhanas, through that jnatavyaha, realize it to your own self, till it happens, any number of lives. Naitarat, don't pursue anything else and prove your ignorance and delusion. Okay? In this next shloka, 11 में, who gets this Atmanubhuti? Vaashishtha ji starts guiding us. He says, Svanubhutescha shastrasya guroshaivaikavakyata yasyabhyasena tena atma santatena avalokyate. This is what. See, shastrasya guroho cha eva ekavakyata yasya abhyasena tena atma स्वानुभूते च संततेन अवलोक्यते. So Shastra and Guru Vakya, they are one only, Eka Vakyata hai. So don't study Shastra yourself independently and don't go to a Guru who doesn't quote the Shastra to be safe. Therefore, take the Shastra and go to the Guru. Ask him to explain Shastra only. Or go to the Guru who is taking already the Shastra and teaching to us Tattva. Therefore, from the Sadguru, by studying the Shastra, then do what? अभ्यास करना है उस आत्मानुभूति का. That abhyasa, when it leads to the swanubhuti, then that swanubhuta vyakti of the Atman, santatena avalokhyate. For him, other than the self, nothing is there. We have given plenty of examples for this in last 20 or 15 days back only in one of the class. Like a physicist, when he found the atom, everything is atom to him. A chemist, when he found the chemical component or the finer product, finer causes, हर एक चीज उसको केमिकल दृष्टि में देखता है, isn't it? The one who is in the Jyotisha language, for him everything Jyoti only, Jyotisha Sambandhi only. The one who sees that everything at the Kala Drishti, everything appears to him Kala only. Examples. But they are all unreal, untrue. This is the final thing. Santatam Atma Eva Avalokante means when they realize the self, they are always in the self. Self alone is there everywhere. So in this way, स्वानुभूते च शास्त्रस्य गुरोश्चैव ऐकवाक्यता यस्याभ्यासेन तेनात्मा संततेन अवलोक्यते. Swanubhuti is the goal. In that Swanubhuti, Santata Avalokanam. Other than self, nothing is same. For that, what we need is Shastra. But Shastra we cannot study. Therefore, go to the Guru. Guru, what he does, he teaches the Vakyata, Tattvamasi. उसका हमें क्या करना है? अभ्यासम. यस्याभ्यासेन. Tena, by that, the Atmanubhuti obtained, Santa Tena Avalokyate, that self alone is seen all the time, everywhere. So, जाकर गुरु से शास्त्र सुन के आत्म प्राप्ति का जो श्रवण मनन अनंतर निधिध्यासन अभ्यासन करनी है, that time आत्मानुभूत होगा. After that, everywhere, everything is मैं ही मैं है, वो एक ही आत्मा है. वही आत्मा सच्चिदानंद मैं हूँ, वही आत्मा सच्चिदानंद तू है. शिवोहम शिवोहम शिवोहम. Aham Shivaha, Tvam Shivaha, Sarvam Shivamaya. Shivam is Atman. So in this way, beautiful shlokas are going to come. We will be studying them. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramashubhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahma Arpanamastu. Here in the next sloka says, for the sake of that achievement, don't humiliate the Guru or the Shastra and their teachings. Rather, you revere, respect them, value them. Then you reach. They are the only support for us. Shastra, Sadguru, and Sadguru given Upadesha for sadhana. Isn't it? Get convinced in the intellect about it, go towards it. The whole show is what you have understood by now. It is becomes difficult to give up the familiar world of bhoga and take up the seemingly uncertain thing which is inexplicable, not not substantial, which is not tangible, looks like abstract. No, itself is reality as we go near it. Om Natattva Sodevadar Dasanatan Sita और श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री योगवासमानमन शास्त्र की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्य की जय. सोलो भाई समुद्र देवता गण की जय. श्री रामायण महाभारत भागवत मनुष्य गीता ब्रह्मसूत्र योगाष्ट पातंजलि योगदर्शन अध्यात्म रामायण सूत संहिता शिव पुराण आदि स्कंद पुराण समस्त श्रुति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पति हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक से उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मोक्ष मुक्तगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. Thank you, friends. The first day of this new month, the last quarter. Wonderful. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Come in 5 minutes.